Based on a true story. Sarah's Nightmare Drive profile. Sarah Thompson, a 28-year-old woman with an insatiable sense of adventure and an unyielding love for the open road. Her heart thrived on the thrill of driving at night, finding solace and freedom in the solitude that engulfed her. But unbeknownst to her, this fateful night would plunge her into the depths of unimaginable horror, forever etching a tale that defied logic and resonated with the inexplicable terrors that lurk in the shadows. As the moon cast its ethereal glow upon the world below, Sarah felt an irresistible pull to surrender herself to the darkness. With a beating heart and a daring spirit, she embarked on a journey, unaware of the supernatural forces that lay in wait to unravel her very sanity. The stars bore witness to her unyielding curiosity, unaware of the twisted path that fate had woven for her. In her very own words, here unfolds her captivating tale.
It was a crisp autumn evening when I decided to embark on a late-night drive. The moon hung low in the sky, casting a pale glow over the empty road ahead. Excitement coursed through my veins as I climbed into my car, eager for the freedom of the open road and the cool night air against my skin. As I drove, the city lights began to fade behind me, replaced by an inky darkness that seemed to stretch on indefinitely. The road ahead appeared like a never-ending tunnel, lined by tall trees whose branches reached out like skeletal fingers. I turned up the volume on my favorite playlist, hoping to drown out the growing sense of unease that nestled in the pit of my stomach. Miles melted away beneath my tires, and I found myself lost in the serenity of the night. The hum of the engine and the soft crooning of the music created a comforting ambiance, lulling me into a state of tranquility. However, that peace was soon shattered by a flickering streetlight up ahead, casting an eerie glow over the desolate road. A knot formed in my throat as I approached the flickering light. Something about it felt off, as if it was a beacon warning me to turn back. But my curiosity got the better of me, and against my better judgment, I continued forward. As I passed under the flickering light, darkness consumed my surroundings. Panic gnawed at the edges of my mind as I realized that the streetlights ahead had vanished, leaving me in an inky void. The only source of light was my headlights, which now seemed feeble and inadequate against the encroaching darkness. Unease settled over me like a heavy blanket as I strained to make out any signs of civilization. The road seemed to twist and turn in unfamiliar ways, its path shifting as if to play a wicked game with my sanity. A deep chill permeated the air, causing goosebumps to ripple across my skin despite the warm interior of the car. Just as I contemplated turning back, a silhouette emerged from the darkness, standing on the side of the road. My heart skipped a beat, and a surge of adrenaline coursed through my veins. It was a figure dressed in tattered clothing, its form hunched and obscured by the shadows. Curiosity mingled with fear, compelling me to slow down and investigate. The figure seemed to beckon, its outstretched arm an invitation into the unknown. Against my better judgment, I rolled down the window, my voice trembling as I called out, "Excuse me, are you okay? Do you need any help?" A raspy voice, barely audible, responded from the darkness. "Please, I need a ride. It's not safe out here." Compassion welled up within me, overpowering my fear. I unlocked the doors and gestured for the figure to enter. As it slid into the passenger seat, a wave of icy coldness swept over me, causing me to shiver involuntarily. The figure, clad in tattered garments, emitted an odor of decay that wafted through the car. Its face was hidden beneath a hood, the only visible feature being a pair of piercing, malevolent eyes that glowed with an unholy light. Fear now coursed through my veins, my mind consumed with the realization that I had made a grave mistake. But it was too late to turn back. The figure chuckled, a sound devoid of warmth, as if mocking my naivety. The road stretched on, twisting and winding in ways that defied logic. Time lost all meaning as minutes blended into hours. The figure beside me remained silent, its presence oppressive and suffocating. I tried to focus on the road, but it seemed to shift and contort, morphing into an impossible labyrinth that led nowhere. As panic seized me, the figure finally spoke, its voice a chilling whisper that resonated deep within my soul.
Welcome to my domain, Sarah. You've entered a realm where nightmares come to life. Prepare to face your deepest fears.
My heart raced, threatening to burst from my chest. The car's windows fogged with an unnatural chill, and the air grew thick with an oppressive malevolence. Shadows danced and twisted, taking on sinister forms that clawed at the edges of my sanity. I fought to maintain my composure, my mind a battlefield between reason and terror. The figure beside me seemed to grow in power, emanating an aura of darkness that consumed everything in its wake. Suddenly, the car jerked to a stop, surrounded by an impenetrable darkness. The figure turned towards me, its face finally revealed beneath the hood. It was a grotesque visage, its features twisted and contorted into a macabre mask of horror. "Your fear sustains me," it hissed, its voice a cacophony of tortured souls. "I will feast upon your terror and bind you to this eternal nightmare." My screams echoed through the abyss as the figure lunged towards me, its bony fingers outstretched. Darkness enveloped me, and I was consumed by an unending abyss of terror.